Namo Buddhaya. Welcome back to the new topic. Today I would like to talk about the self-confident ones. In Vietnamese, I temporarily translate as một người tự tin. The self-confident one is a life that is perfect and is required to attend at least several principles in Buddhism, such as Tittathamikatha and include the three arthas in Buddhism and the four phalas in Buddhism too. So please come to understand the whole or the entire topic through conducting his life impeccably and reaping the most benefits out of birth into this world. A person can attain such confidence in his life that he fear nothing, not even death. This is living victoriously, making a success of life. Such a person is one who had attained the objective of living and leads his life according to the following principle. For my own experience, if we want nothing from all the things or from other people, and we just focus on our duty, on our present work, that can make us confident, and we also can concentrate on our recent job. But however, we have to concern based on the Theravada Buddha scriptures. A. Steering one life to its objective means he conducts his life toward the realizations of the three benefits, which are the objective of life known as the three arthas. 1. Tittathamikatha means the temporal objective or present benefits, the most kind, the important kinds being A. having good health, a strong body, freedom from disease, pleasant appearance, and longevity. B. Having works and income well derived from honest livelihood, being economically self-reliant, having good status, having range, honors, friendship, and social acceptance. D. Having a happy family, making one family worthy of respect. So, for short, based on the temporal objective or present benefits, we have to focus on our health, especially we have to create or cultivate the good health in body and mind. And next we have to live based on our economic base. Means that we have to focus to live and earn for ourselves. And next, we have to build our good status for all the people or be an ideal person for the next generations. And next we have to build and maintain our happiness families, because we all come from the families, and for the family is the factors of the communities. Strong family can contribute to be a strong community, I think. So, all of the above should be righteously obtained and used or treated so as to produce rightful benefits and happiness both for oneself and for others. Number 2, samparayikata means the spiritual objective or further benefits that give values and meanings to life, and which lead to the profound inner happiness, especially A. Warmth, deep appreciation and happiness through peace, having an ideal. B. Pride, pride in having a clean life, in having done only good and virtuous actions. C. Gratifications in a worthwhile life in having made sacrifice and perform beneficial action. D. Courage and confidence in having wisdom to deal with problems and guide one life. E. Security and freedom from worries in having performed good Dharma, having a guarantee for further life. Next, number 3, Paramattha, the highest objective or greatest benefits. This is regarding to Nibbana, the extreme happiness. And it was said as the highest goal in learning and practicing Buddhism. As all you know, policies is always have the same one test. It is salty. In the teachings of the Buddha or in the teachings of the sublime Dhammas of the Buddha in 84 cantos, it also have the same one test, that is release all kinds of suffering. We can understand it is the ends of all kinds of suffering completely. Now, concerned about the Paramattha, it means highest objectives or greatest benefits. It means having insight into the truth, having penetrates to the natures of life and the world by rendering the mind free as a result of which A. One is not seconds or overwhelmed by vicissitudes and change. B. One is not disappointed, downhearted, or distressed on account of attachments of things. C. One is secure, calm, clear, cheerful, and buoyant at all times. D. One live and act with wisdom, which look at cause and confidence. The 3 levels of attas in Pali term can be attained on 3 fronts as follows. If you go to look at the Buddhist script in Theravada, you will easily see the three kinds of attas. The three kinds of attas absolutely or literally, when you get in or attend at the end of suffering, Pali we call Nirodha. It means that you are attend the three principles of attas. And Nirodha, the end of suffering, it also includes the second one important thing that the Buddha proposed and shared to the world. As all you know, before the Buddha got enlightenment, everything is existent in this world. For example, raw material or the techniques of tranquilities, meditations, or the communities of peoples, or the jungle, or the communities of animal, the schools of peace. Yes, it was existing before the Buddha got enlightenment. So, most of Buddhist scholars, they claim that, well, the Buddha is getting enlightenment. He proposed only two new things: dosa, suffering, and the end of suffering. For the end of suffering, in the Four Noble Truths, we call in the Bali term Nirodha. And when you read the end of suffering, is basically mean you read the three attas that I just mentioned above. And if you search for more detail, according to all the Buddhist scholars explaining, they adjust the three attas into the three prongs for easily to understand. Dosa, number one, attatas, the objective for oneself or one's own benefits. For example, the three levels of benefits explained above which one should establish within oneself or develop one like toward. Number 2, Paramattha. The objective for others or other people benefits. Exemplifies the 3 levels of benefits explained above, which one should have other people successively achieved by including and encouraging them to develop their life. Number 3, Upayatha. The mutual objective or benefits to both parties. Exemplary, the collective benefits, happiness and virtues of the communities or societies, including environmental conditions and factors, both concrete such as forests, rivers and roads, and abstract such as moralities and cultures. We should contribute to the creation and conservation of this in order to have both ourselves and others at one to the 3 levels of adjective mentioned above, and benefits as the very least not allowing our own pursuit of benefits to adversely affect the benefits and well-being of the communities. For example, in keeping the disciplines, the monk have fosters the harmony and the monastic communities, which is an atmosphere that have the monk living together or live in compose and close in their practice toward attaining the highest benefits, paramattha. See, all the benefits, it always creates from our inside and spread it to others, to other people, to create more benefits for the monastic, for the family, for the monastic, for the communities, for the nation, and for the world. This is how the self-confident one must get on to release ourselves, others, and our communities from all kinds of the problem, the issues, the matter. So every problem, every issue, every matter must be resolved by our insight, by joining together to discuss and find out the proper solution for our benefits. Now come to the next sections. B in capital letter. Or we can say that it's the big B. Maintaining inner strength. He had a strength that's derived from the moral qualities of practice that are like assured and known as the four power pala, which instills such self-confidence into him that he fears no peril, namely, for the four power or pala in the Bali term, this is very close. This concept or this principle is very close to our topic today. Once again, I want to remind you our topic today is the self-confident one. It is the light that is perfect. So, come to the main principle to build our own confidence. We can understand that to be the self-confident person, we should practice, or we should abide, we should follow the four powers in Buddhism called pala in the Pali term. So for number one, Panya pala means the power of wisdom. He is learned, he has proper and clear knowledge and understanding of all natures, and tasks he must deal with, and ultimately the true natures of life and the world. He does things with understandings of their reason and their real natures. So I think that for this principle regarding to Panya wisdom, you may all know or at use one time to heard it, but you may not heard that the wisdom is considered as the most powerful in Buddhism. Now, you got it. Number two, Viriyapala means the powers of apples. He always applied himself to his tasks and duties with effort and perseverance. He does not give up seconds or become discouraged. Now we have more powers called Viriya power, Viriya Pala, or the power efforts, the powers of efforts. So, in the terms of efforts, please remember, you have to be efforts to reduce and abandon your bad habit. In the Dharma term, we call the bad habits, we call the unwholesome deed, or whatever is not support your goal of life. Please reduce it. Please abandon it. Please organize, reorganize. And also, in the same terms of the powers of efforts, you have to be mindful, to be aware, to maintain yourself at the good habit, and try to create more opportunities to be a good person. If you lost your goal of life, you can consider, or you can borrow from the goals of Buddhism. Buddhism takes us not to do any evil, to do the good thing. And the last one, to purify our mind. Why I say like this? A word Buddhism we just call it. It is just the conventional truth. It's just a name. But for it absolutely mean to our life, to our Buddhist and non-Buddhist, Buddhism is the way of life. Buddhism can help us to build the civilizations of life. If you would to civilize your life, to civilize your communities or your societies, or you would like to civilize your country, yes, learn Buddhism and find the most proper ways to step on and to follow and to make yourself moving powers. Okay, next. Number 3. Anavaccha phala. The powers of integrity or the powers of purities. His conduct and work are honest, flawless, clean, pure and uncensorable. In this term, the powers of integrities or the power of purity, I think that is also the important thing. Why? Before you teach others, before you educate others, before you help others, you yourself have to help yourself first, have to train yourself first, especially train your mind first. You have to purify yourself first, especially to cultivate the wisdom, to cultivate the purifications of your own life first. And then you can share the good things you have learned, you have experienced, you have collected to others. And one more important thing, you have to know that other people throughout the world, they need the righteous, they need justice, they need the good thing from you. In contrast, they don't need anything bad from you. So, share with them. Share with them with your good experience or your good deed. Number 4, in the 4 phala, Sankaha phala, the powers of benefactions, mean he helps and supports others and make himself useful to his fellow man. To his fellow man, he is a benefactor of the community. See, at last you have to share all your good things. The more you share, the more powerful you get influence to other people. In Pali we call Sankaha phala. So one is influence or influences is the donors, is the contributors. For the government officials, for example, may bear in mind these 4 brief injunction, including our audience, including everyone in this world. Know your work well. First, know your work well. Second, perform your duty flawlessly. Second, number 3, be honest and do not neglect human relation. Okay, one again. Number 1, know your work well. If you don't know your work, ask yourself, who will know for you? Number 2, perform your duty flawlessly. You have to be responsible on your righteous job. And next, be honest and do not neglect human relation. Absolutely right. Just follow that. Follow the 4 palas. And please come to the last section. Section C. Establishing oneself on a firm foundation. Establishing oneself on a firm foundation from which to crave the highest success, aspire to without causing self-delusion, creating opportunities for errors and blissness, or leading to the accumulations of defilement. This can be achieved by practicing according to the principle known as the 4 inner strongholds. In the Pali term we call Atithana. Atithana. Atithana consists the 4 inner strongholds. This is within your own size, within your inside, that you have to create, or you have to upgrade through your 3 doors, through your mind, through your speech, and through your action. Number 1, panya, see? Means using the ways to use your wisdom. He lived his life with wisdom and act with reason. He does not react impulsively or emotionally to the incident he encounters, or get carried away by temptation. He studies things to know them clearly and penetrates to their reason details. Here's the word. Reason details is mean the reason for being, Or you can understand it is the purpose that justifies a thing existence. He understands things as they really are, ultimately attaining the truth. Number 2, Sakya. Sakya means upholding truth. He established and maintained himself firmly in the truth that he had clearly known and seen with wisdom. Sakya ranged from being truthful in speech, being true to principles, and having integrity in deed, to realizing the highest truth. Number 3. Okay, number 2 is Sakya. Sakya means upholding truth. Number 3, Sakya means fostering relinquishment. He fosters or increases his relinquishment to ever greater heights, to prevent or to restrain himself from becoming enslaved by any fame, fortune, or success. For example, that he may acquire will keep luring him into attachment, pride, and delusions. He can relinquish whatever he has previously been attached to, ranking from material possession to mental development and development that is mistaken for or wrong. Number 4, Upasama. Upasama means calming the mind. He knows how to find peace in his mind. He trained to be able to overcome mental development and remove the frustrations and confusion resulting from them. He makes his mind calm and clear so that it can experience the taste of peace. Having known the taste of happiness that arises from the calm mind, he is not easily infatuated with material possession, status, or fame. So, to be the true self-confident person, you are required to learn all these principles mentioned above, includes the 4 arthas, the 4 phala, and the 4 inner strongholds. You have to learn, to understand, to follow, and then to test the outcome of those principles by yourself. And that I hope that your life will experience the real happiness for sure. You know, the happiness everyone wishes. Everybody in this world wishes to be happy. But we don't know. We don't know how to be happy. We don't know how to be a true happy for ourselves. The Buddha tells us, Nati santi parang sukhang. No any happy can conquer the calm of mind. See? By this mean, we understand that the real happy is the calm of mind. The real happy is upasama, calming the mind. And also in the purifications, the path of purification, in Pali we call Dhammapatha. In the Puttavaka, the chapters of the Buddha, for the word number 194, the Buddha said that Sukho Putthanang Upatho, happy is the arisings of the Buddha. Sukha Satthamma Tesanang, happy is the teachings of the Supreme Dharma. Sukha Sankhasa Samakhi, happy is the unities of the Sangha. Samakhanang tapo sukho, happy is the harmonies of the Buddhist monk. The Buddha said like that. So as the Buddha follower, you can follow all the things that I mentioned above, or that I just mentioned, and then experience your happiness by yourself. So I hope that your life is full of happiness, and I wish that you can share your happiness to the world. One more important thing, the world needs happiness. The world needs peace. The world needs the good experience shared by you. Namo Buddhaya.